Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. The two towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. And it's G in at the point. And for the Nets, Walker on the wing. He's joined by Bridges. Then it's Vincent. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Watford in at the power forward. And as the trade deadline gets closer and closer, we're starting to hear, Richard, more chatter about who's on the trading block.
Yeah, no question. Some teams are looking to make some moves, Kevin, while others are somewhat content to stand pat and trust in their continuity. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
And one of the game's elite shooters. And Towns' sweet stroke definitely extends to the free throw line.
3 shots.
That one misses. And he nails the third. And intriguing to see how the Nets have recovered since the departures of Harden, Kyrie, and Katie. Richard, they had grand plans. It just didn't work out.
They're picking up the pieces, and we've seen them do this before. The title window may be closed for now, but this team knows how to build their way back.
Here's G. It's Edwards on the wing. Outside, Towns. Here's G. Defended by Vincent. Shot clock at 6. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Now here's Walker. 9 points last game. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here's G. Last game out, 36 points for him. The pass to Edwards. Here's G. Defended by Vincent. Lobbed up there for Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, nice use of the pick and roll. Edwards loves involving himself in those sets.
Over to the wing. Vincent finds Walker. Back to Vincent. All alone. That shot off the mark.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Pass to G. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Now Vincent. Pass to Watford. To stop the run. Vincent's shot is good.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
Here's G. It's stolen by G. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. At the top of the key, Towns. Passes it to G. 5 on the clock. And the layup is good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Walker the pass to Bridges. Claxton with it. Here's Vincent. Back to Claxton. Now the pass to Vincent. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Lays it up off the glass.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Here's G, defended by Vincent. G, no good.
You knew eventually they were going to miss one. At least you hope.
Vincent with it. Now guarded by Towns. Vincent misses.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Here's G. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Walker. Here's Claxton. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Here's G. Back to Edwards. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. G's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Walker. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Anthony Edwards. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. Averaging about 18 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities about 1,000%.
Bridges shot good.
And the defensive effort was there, but Bridges is skilled at draining these little contested jumpers.
And while we see a number of players get hurt during the season, Richard, Mikal Bridges has remained very durable.
He's just an old school player. That's what they used to do. If you were healthy, you played in every single game, and he's found ways to stay healthy.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Nets trail by 8. Walker surveying the floor. Pass to Vincent. Minnesota with the rebound. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack. They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Pass to Walker. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Edwards. Count it from 12. Edwards got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
And so determined, Bridges finds a way to get the shot up and in. Now to the line.
So for the Nets, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Hachimura comes in for Trendon Watford. And Simmons subbed in for Gabe Vincent. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Mike Conley subbed in for McDaniel. Here's G, defended by Bridges. G kicks to Edwards. Trains the three-pointer. Edwards got 9 points.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
And Brooklyn making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Now here's Walker. Nothing on the board. To the paint. Stolen by Anderson. And here's the fast break. Here's Edwards. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Now here is Hachimura. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Down low, here's Walker. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Sometimes the pick doesn't even have to be perfect. It can just be a pick. He just needs to create a sliver of space.
Here's the feed to G. And G with the stuff.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And Brooklyn has possession after the basket by Minnesota. Knocked away. And Brooklyn with another turnover here. And let's go now to the rookie watch. For the past month, these have been the most productive NBA rookie scores. You look at G, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And those numbers have started to set him apart offensively from most of the other rookies in the league.
Now here's Conley. Still yet to score. The pass to G. To the middle, just 5 on the clock. Reed gets the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to Hachimura. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
And you can see what makes Hachimura a tough cover. He can beat you with finesse, and also he can bring the hard hat.
Timberwolves leading by 15. Here's G. He's got 8. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, puts that one on his head. Edwards, such a force.
Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against New York.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
Here's Conley after Ben Simmons' bucket. And that one's good by G.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Brooklyn. 17-point game. It's stolen by G. Puts up a deep 3. Robinson pulls it in. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit cranky out there.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And let's quickly check out. Gone 3 for 4 from the line.
Yeah, at the line for the Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns.
Great. You look at the size of some of these point guards now. Magic Johnson would feel right at home.
Yeah, it's a part of a larger trend with all the switching defensively. If you have just one smaller guy on the floor, he is going to get targeted.
So on the floor for Minnesota, the front court is McDaniels and Towns. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's G. And it's McLaughlin in at the point. Timberwolves leading by 21. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, G in their last game against the Wizards was terrific. Dropped in 36 points and his passing was a cut above with a ton of assists on the night. An amazing performance. Probably we won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
So it's the Timberwolves now after Ben Simmons' miss. Towns finds McDaniels. With his first shot attempt, rebound Brooklyn. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
Here's G. Pass to Towns. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Inside, here's Simmons. It's blocked, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here's McLaughlin. He has yet to score. G, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
He's not much of a threat to score, but Simmons dishing it, he can do it with the best of them.
Here's McLaughlin. After the basket by Brooklyn. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. The kick out to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by McDaniels, no good. The Nets have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Simmons passes to Watford. Over G. Watford, that's good.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Passes it to G. The pass to McLaughlin. Here's G. Defended by Vincent. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Now, while we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You take a look at Towns. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're 4th in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season.
And right now for Brooklyn, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
Bridges finds Simmons. Pass to Watford. From deep three-point land, and the rejection by Towns.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
For Minnesota, they have made their free throw. Is at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Both good from the line that time. And GA starting next season, some big repeat penalties for teams well over the cap. That draft pick penalty is especially tough.
Yeah, I mean, if a team is over that $17.5 million mark twice in a 4-year span, their first-round draft pick falls to the end of the first round, that'll sting.
Now, here's McDaniels. Still scoreless. To the right side. Here's G, defended by Vincent.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Poked away. It's stolen by G. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Claxton the pass to Vincent. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. He gets it in there. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's G. 14 points for him. Six to shoot. And Simmons with the rebound. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Nets. Benson with it. He has 6. Gobert with the block.
And there's a reason Gobert has led the league in block shots.
Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Bridges. They get it again. And another shot. And he lays it up and in. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Out to the right wing. Here's G. Defended by Vincent. And that one's good by G.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And here is Simmons. 8 points his last outing. Pass to Vincent. Minnesota with the rebound. McDaniel's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
They have been pretty disgusting offensively. Too many miscues. They've got to get to the bottom of it.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Hachimura comes in for Trendon Watford. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Vincent. Minnesota also making some changes. Reed comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Edwards in for Jordan McLaughlin.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
To the inside. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Oh, my. Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. High post, Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Scoreless thus far.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. Then on Monday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder.
And looking at this stretch for them, I think they should have no problem dispatching most of their opponents if they can avoid that pitfall of playing down to the level of the competition. But that's easier said than done.
Anderson, he's checked in for Minnesota. Shoots the 3. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. The Nets have been forced to pivot from their star-crossed super team era. The what-ifs are fading into the rearview mirror. Now it's people like Mikal Bridges that are going to form the next new era. And rest assured, this team has dug its way out of far worse. With the draft assets and two-way talent on their roster, their aim is to remain competitive. Kevin?
I think they are. David, thank you for the report. Al Simmons, he's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Outside, Walker. 1:39 left to play in the first half. Doesn't go that time. Anderson outside. Passes it to G. Stolen by Walker. And the pass to Hachimura. Simmons on the wing. McDaniels defending. Clock at 4. Here's Hachimura. Rebound, Minnesota.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Rui Hachimura. First personal foul.
The Timberwolves been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
First one falls for him. Mike Conley's checked in for Minnesota. So he gets them both. There's a minute left in the first half of the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Simmons kicks to Hachimura. Dishes it to O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Edwards. And out of bounds as the Nets gain